because we're not going to wait for everybody else, but
yeah,
okay.
You can train me.
Huh?
I said you can train me.
Okay. So
before you start, I'm going to take my.
Okay. Okay, so oh, there's Christy. Hey, Christy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, well, hopefully you can hear me because I can't hear you. Can I get a thumbs up for yes? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Christy? Let me check. I don't know how to text you in here. Oh, can you hear me? Okay.
Goodness, I couldn't figure that out. Sorry.
All right. Okay. So I do things different from Angela, and Angela does things different from everybody else. You can pick and choose what you want from this. This is just how I do it. Okay, you want more snacks. Hold on. I'm bribing my 1-year-olds with snacks. All right. So the first thing, I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on. This is like the second time I've ever used Zoom, so screen. There we go. Okay. So I did put out a how to sign up and use Calendly. That's also just a guide. If it's less confusing for you to have 2 different calendars, that's completely up to you. That's just what I do. It's easier for me to differentiate the 2 by color coding them and seeing what which meeting ID to give. That way I don't accidentally give somebody the wrong one. But it could be easier for you to only have one and just pick and choose which meetings you send them to. But so the first thing that I do is I go to Facebook and I join a whole bunch of groups. Like I'm in, let's see here. You gotta kind of get creative out of the box. Okay, they changed their whole system here. I haven't accessed it on a computer in months. So, groups. Wow, that's inconvenient. So Delaware jobs. Like I'm in job groups all over the country, even one in St. Lucia. It will ask you if you live there, just say no. Like, you got to kind of be a little sneaky about it, not gonna lie. If you live in an area or you've lived in other areas and you know the area really well, I would definitely recommend joining all the job groups in that area. You do have to read the description because some of them won't allow work at home positions. Like they'll just kind of link it under like MLM, work at home, scams or whatever. So I just don't usually join those just because even though I put remote opportunity, they still won't post it because I've tried. So at first I went to, in the back office, agent by state, where is it? Agents by, active agents by state. That's what I did first. And where is it? I don't even think it sent me to it. Oh, here it is. So this will show you how many agents are in each state active. So at first I went to all the states that had the lowest, except Alaska is like, they won't allow you to join if you have a work at home opportunity at all, like all of the ones that I found. So at first I joined those, and I got several inquiries from that, and then I started branching out to places that I've lived, and then I started branching out even more to other states. And there's some remote learning or remote working job groups, and I think I got Daisy from that. Daisy, did I get you from that? One of those remote job working groups? Yeah. I'm also in RV groups, which is how I got Teresa, because we were full-time. Come here. Come here. Go on, Aravis. We were full-time RVers, so I was already in some of them. But so, you're not allowed to, I don't think that you're allowed to advertise in them, but I would pretty much just comment on people's, because they constantly ask, hey, what do you do while you travel? Like, how do you work? And so I do have a little script that I put down there, and it's just like, where's my phone? And I do this on all of them. I use the same script, unless it's something specific. But I am a travel specialist. I work from home. We pay the highest commission rates out of all other travel agencies. We are hitting a travel boom, so we're looking for a few extra agents. I always have constant flow of clients because everyone travels. I stay at home with my 3 kids, 3 and under. Feel free to PM me. We have meetings setting up all week for new agents. So out of the bat, I told them the truth. It's commission, because a lot of people go into the meetings not knowing that, and then they kind of get a little frustrated with me. That's what my experience had been. And then the reason I have 3 kids, 3 and under, is because a lot of the people that I find are stay-at-home moms, and they just want to make a little bit of extra money. So I post that only when I'm commenting on something. And then, let's see, I'm in some other ones. Where is it? See all my groups here. DC metro area. Let's see here. Okay, so I kind of got really out of the box. I joined some felon and ex-con job groups, and that's because a lot of them, even though they've turned their life around, they have the hardest time in the world finding a job. And we don't do a background check, so they're looking for places that are background friendly, so they can actually, support their family. So that was very out of the box thinking. And then I also recently started joining. Now, some of you may not agree with this one. I started, no, that's not it. Where's the group? Oh, there's some job groups for like LGBT, because they also have a hard time finding a job because people are prejudiced against them. If you're not comfortable with that, that's all about you. I'm fully comfortable with it. So I do post on there as well, and I've gotten some feedback for it. Now the posts that I post, some people just do text, like just words. For me, like, I know when I'm looking for a job, I like to see pictures. I'm a visual person. So I already had a Canva account. It's canva.com. It's free to use. And there is a paid version, but you honestly don't need it. You can make anything from designing your business cards to designing thank you cards to Facebook ads or whatever it is that you want. So you can see, you okay? You gotta chew it. Where is it? I usually do this on my phone, so, oh, here we go, all your designs. Okay, so you can see that I make my team posters on there. This is one that I just put out on my personal page. I'll be changing the bottom to posting it everywhere else. My logo is on here. I made my logo on here. There's my thank you card to my client, and I'm working on some other things, but this was a now hiring one that I did as well, and so was that one. So I make it look like it's a real job. I know that's kind of weird, but it makes it look less scammy, I guess, to me at least. So I just put like part-time, full-time positions, work remotely, all training provided, the insurances and no sales quotas and all that. And then at the bottom, I do a call to action right here. So this one is the one that I use for a lot of those work at home pages where it's several people in different countries. Okay. Yeah, it's several people in different countries. So I just tell them to direct message me or WhatsApp. You can create a WhatsApp account on your phone. It's free. It is a way for international people to be able to text message you for free, so you don't have all the international rates. So you just use your phone number, but you just go through the app to use it. That's how I talked to Daisy. And I had a lot of people commenting through or texting me through that. And then I have them say Expedia or whatever the code word is. I do change the code word every week or two. So that way I know how old the post is that they found. So I know when they found me and I know what's working and what's not. And I use that for different, like I'll use Expedia for this one, this design, and then I'll use like Cancun for the one that I just made. So I know which ads are working and what verbiage. So that's just kind of a way that I see what's working for me. And when they talk to me, where is this? This is somebody I just talked to, Mary Pruitt. There we go. She's a new recruit, actually. I just signed her up last night. Oh, it's loading. So you can kind of see what my conversation looks like too. She talked a little more than most people, but it's okay. Okay. I have absolutely no idea where she found me. She didn't tell me. I planned to ask her. She actually messaged me only a few minutes after I posted it on my personal Facebook page that I was looking for people, and I posted it publicly. So I have no idea if she found me from that or somewhere else. Do you want down? No, you don't. Okay. So I heard you're hiring agents. Pretend it's Expedia. Okay. Another one that I want to show you because that one I didn't. This was her. Sorry, guys. It's really slow. I want to see if she's the one that I had wrote specific verbiage to. No. So I was saying, like, hey, you asked for information on being a travel specialist. This is what I was posting before. I've kind of changed it up a little bit. But she was completely fine with that. So I've changed it to, let me just pull it up on my phone. Okay, Sydney. Where are you, Sydney? Okay, this is somebody that is supposed to go to a meeting. And this is where you can see the verbiage I used. Dude, you're heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So she wanted information, and basically if somebody had texted Expedia, I would have just written the same thing. So we research and book travel accommodations and experiences for clients. We make 80% of commissions in bookings. We also get the opportunity to do extensive trainings for like Disney and Princess Cruise, and get free trips for yourself and take members of your family as well. There's a few meetings via Zoom today. If you'd like to hop on one, they go over everything and can answer all of your questions. Oh, that sounds awesome. And so basically, I was sending people to my Calendly originally, but about half of them was only signing up. So this is just what I do now. I just tell them what time. Hold on, I gotta get past all the talking. Okay, so I just tell them what time's at. And I said, there's a live meeting at 12, and that was only an hour from the time that I was talking to her. If you can hop on it, they go over everything. You can ask the instructor any questions. And I just get their phone number and email, and I sign them up under Calendly, because then I know that they're actually going to sign up. Sometimes there's once in a while where they don't show up, but you know, that's just another thing. That just means they weren't really that interested. And then let's see. This video box is in my way. Let's see here. And I do kind of chat with people. At first I wasn't, and it was all script, and it just felt too scripted. People know when you're using a script, guys. Like, if you've ever had that person that never talks to you, and then they all of a sudden message you and they're asking you to do something for them, that's a script. Like, I mean, you can tell, right? So I kind of have a little bit of a conversation with them sometimes. Some people aren't so talkative, but let's see. Okay, so she had already, Mary had already told me that she wanted to sign up, because I called her. And usually afterwards I'll be like, hey, do you have any questions for me about the meeting? Are you ready to join us? And some people say I'm ready, some people won't answer. They'll just never get back to you. And then some people will tell you no. And I like it better when they tell me no and then just ghost me. So I have this. It says, all right, so here is the link to sign up. A couple things: leave the company name blank, and make sure whatever you use for your username and email, you like it, because it is permanent. So, and then this link right here to get them to sign up. If you watched the pre-recorded video earlier, if you haven't, you just go to the back office and you can go right here and do enroll an agent. And then this has your sponsor ID on it, so you just copy it and paste it in there. And then after that, you just send them to, the steps, and either me or Angela can send you guys the steps if you don't already have them. But there are people that use LinkedIn. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done Craigslist yet. I just found out that international Craigslist is free to advertise on. So I'll be trying that and letting you guys know how it works. LinkedIn costs, and I think there's one other place that she used, but I pretty much just go to the groups, guys. I try and think super out of the box. I try to do all the jobs anywhere I can possibly think of. I mean, if you just go to just say jobs, it'll pull up pretty much anywhere. Ouch, groups. Okay, like remote jobs and Omaha Lincoln jobs, because I live in the Omaha area. jobs that are hiring in Western Slope. I have no idea where the Western Slope is. I don't know what it is, but I'm in the group. So these are all jobs that, groups that I'm in. Jobs for ex-cons. Street gone to straight. Juneau, Alaska. So see, oh, I guess there was one for Alaska. Legit work from home jobs. Okay, so this one, pretty sure. Where does it say? It doesn't. Most of the ones that say legit work at home jobs, they will not allow you to post anything that's like Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, like any of those that are considered a typical MLM. And there are even some groups that won't allow you. Come here. Come here. There are even some groups that specifically say travel agent opportunity they do not allow. So I've only seen a couple of those. But there, right there. So if they say that, then obviously don't join it, because if you get kicked out of enough groups, you'll go in Facebook jail. Anybody not know what Facebook jail is? No? Okay, good. I've been in it. That sucks. Also, if you post too many in too many groups in one day, you'll go into Facebook jail because they think you're spamming. So do like 10, like no more than 10 a day. So that way Facebook doesn't think they're spamming. The algorithm changes all the time. So that's exactly why I say to change the code word every time you post, or not every time you post, but every like week or so, because you could have just posted something and say, oh, text Cancun, and then somebody just out of the blue texts vacay. Well, that was your post like 3 weeks ago. So, and then if Angela posts somewhere and then I post 2 hours after, well, different people are going to see it. So the algorithm is changing all the time. So you can't, so if somebody posts, then just post. If somebody in our community posts, just post. I've done that and I don't see any problem with it. There's just different people seeing it. Different people are on all the time. So, so yeah, that's kind of how I find my people. Do you guys have any questions? You can unmute yourselves.
First off.
Oh. Mommy. Were you trying to talk to me? In a little bit. Okay. Tia, were you trying to talk to me? Or was it Angela?
Sorry, I'm helping Matt load groceries. I accidentally hit the unmute button.
Oh. Okay.
It wasn't me, I was just about to say.
Oh, okay. It's really not that hard. It takes a while to join all the groups, I will say that. Because you can be looking and looking and looking. And if you join too many groups in one day as well, they can prevent you from joining any more groups for a little while. So I probably only join 10 or 15 a day. But it's really not that hard. My system is probably very similar to other people's. Angela, do you think my system's similar to yours?
So yeah, this is sort of why I kind of, my whole idea was to just have us both do this together, because there's not a lot, like there's no real point in me going through and showing. I mean, I can, and I might still do it on Friday, but there's no real point in me going in and trying to screen share and show the same mostly the same things that you're showing, but you know, I'm a little different because I do use scripts sometimes. Well, I'll go ahead. I'll still do mine on Friday. It is too hard. Like I don't have I'm on my phone, so I can't
Get in
pull
there
up
and watch your
the
show
screen.
until I get you.
But yes, ours are very similar. Like in a lot of the stuff that you're using or did use, you know, originally you got from me.
Right.
So there is a lot of stuff that you have changed since you first got that stuff from me, but there is some things that are still, you know, the same thing that I do because, you know, it just passed down the line. Like I got most of my stuff from Marnie, so it just kind
Right.
of goes down the line. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's similar. You are a lot more. You do a lot more. I don't know, like socializing, I guess, than I do. Like, I mean, I try to be friendly to everybody and kind and nice to everybody, but it's hard sometimes for me to, you know, chit chat for, you know, too long because, I mean, some people, you know, talk to me for an hour and there's just too many people. There's just too much going on. So, yeah, I mean, we're really similar. And when I go through stuff, everybody's probably gonna be like, okay, like this was all just repeated. But there is some things that I would like to go over that I do a little differently. And I think that, you know, people could take either one out of it, you know, so, you know,
Right.
whatever. So, yeah, I mean, we're similar.
Yeah. So, Angela uses more scripts than I do. I was in the beginning, and it just wasn't. It wasn't working as well as what I do. But I know and I've tried using the scripts from Rising Tide, and I've tried using the scripts from Charles, and I use some of his a little bit, but I've tweaked it a lot to make it my own. And then I chose to get really out of the box with the types of groups that I joined. If you know a specific community, like I don't know, a lot of communities separate themselves, like Hispanic community or Black community or whatever. If you're part of that community, that's a good. I mean, because they don't usually let you join unless you're of that community. But if you're part of that, and you join their job group, so. Sorry. But yeah, Daisy, Tia, Christy, do you guys have any questions about how I do it?
Not so much a question, but I was on one of the RV sites and I had posted up, commented on somebody's post, and they sent me a message, one of the admins, and was like, you can't do that here. You can't, you know, tell people you're a travel agent and have them private message you. And I was like, what?
Some don't. Some don't. Some want like a phone number. Because usually I think it's because usually when you be like, hey, PM me for more info, then it's usually a scam. So that's why I put my phone number. And I don't care if everybody has my phone number. They're only contacting me for a job. They're not going to sit there and bug crap out of me. At least I haven't had that yet. But that's why I put my phone number on there and say text for more info. Because a lot of companies actually do that. They want you to. These are cranky. They want you to. They want to get your phone number. So there's a lot of companies that do that. I've had them do it, and they've texted me for job meetings or interviews or whatever. So there are some groups that require you have a location on there and stuff, and I don't even waste my time with those because I'm not going to give anybody my location. So I don't need people showing up to my house wanting a job. That's just creepy. But yeah, there are some that do that, and I just delete those ones then.
Yeah,
don't
you
even
really
know.
have to, you gotta look at the rules because like before I even join a group, I will look at the rules, and if it says anything about no self-promoting, no MLMs, no, like I won't even join it because I already know it's just going to become an issue.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I do differently than Samantha does is whenever I put in my, and I do use a script each time, when I put my script in to do the advertisement at the bottom, I put my Google business page in. So it looks a lot more legit because I have a www.lifesabeachtravel.us address.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that gets a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people because they assume, okay, automatically, oh, this is a legit business. Like automatically, not to say we're not a legit business, but you know what I mean? Like they think they are literally going to a interview for this company. And I mean, that's how I get most of my people. And it's also a way to keep the moderators from like deleting your stuff because they think it's a scam or something, is to have a legit business website on there. So
That one's pretty
so
good
yeah.
because a lot of places, a lot of groups also, they want you to have a phone number or a link to your website. So that one's pretty good. I'll have to add that.
What is it for? How much is it for a Google page?
It's free.
It's free. Yep, it's free.
Really?
And y'all should make one as soon as possible because the other cool thing about that is when I put my page there, I've had people like go directly to my my page, my Google page, and then I've actually gotten not only people asking through there for information about how to like how to get in the business, but I've also had people that want quotes because they just happen to go there because I posted it. Then they're like, oh, well, are you able to like, book a, da 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 da. So I actually have gotten business both ways. Like I've gotten, people that have signed up under me, and I've also gotten people that wanted quotes because, just because I posted that there. So
There's in the Life's a Beach Travel Squad group, what was it, like last week or something? I had posted a video on how to that somebody else made on YouTube of how to sign up for Google Business, and it's specific to travel agents. So that actually helped me a lot. If you get a chance, you should go back there. It was probably about a week ago that I posted it, and it's huge. It says Google My Business, and watch that. It's about, I don't even know how long it is, but it goes into pretty good detail, and it kind of helps you narrow down your services and stuff. So you should watch that. Yeah, Google My Business is free, and I think you get $100 in free advertising. I haven't used that yet. I want to figure out how to use it properly.
only if you use 50 though.
If
You
use
gotta spend 50 and then you get 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I may do that. I want to make sure that I do it properly before I waste the money.
exactly.
So
Yeah, I was all like, oh wow, $100 for free. I'll try it. So like I click on it and then all of a sudden I see, okay, well you have to spend 50. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not so much right this second. So.
Oh, and don't, like, I highly recommend not using Facebook's. They give you a free credit. I mean, you can use that, but don't get sucked into it and pay more in it because Facebook advertising sucks. Like, the people that you see, those ads that you see, that pop up, they're spending thousands of dollars for you to see that. So, like hundreds of thousands. So I wouldn't even use Facebook ads at all. It just is not that great.
Yeah, it's not. I will say that there's times I've gotten quotes from it, but nothing has panned through, so I don't know how great that really is. But I'll boost some of my posts sometimes. I might spend all of between $5 to $10 to boost a post, and I've actually gotten like 3 or 4 quotes off of each time I've done that. But the problem is you know, and it could be just me, but like, you know, they usually don't follow through. Like they'll say, oh, I'm interested, and then you go through and do a whole quote for them and stuff, send it to them, and then you never hear back. So it's like, great, that's nice. So
Right. Anybody else? You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. What?
I said, you got your hands full, girl.
Yeah, I know. They keep getting into stuff. Like,
Yeah,
it's like near the end of the day where my husband's gonna be home soon, and so they start getting cranky.
yeah.
But
I get it.
yeah. So also, actually, hold on, let me get my phone because a baby took it.
Daisy said she has a question.
Hey Daisy, what's your question? Oh, she's got a I think she's got a text it or
Daisy.
put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't really hear her that well.
She's having issues getting off of mute, basically.
Okay. I don't even know where there's the chat.
Has
Oh,
anyone?
I'm sorry. You guys were putting stuff in chat and I couldn't even see it.
Oh, marketing through Pinterest. I haven't tried that yet.
I haven't either, but I've done Pinterest before for other things, and usually that would lead to like a blog, which you can blog on your website. So if you're good at writing, you can totally do that, and you just pin the post. That would probably be the best way to do it. Or, because you'll basically be sending people back to your website. And when people book off your website and not talk to you, you make money. So, I would see if there's anybody in like the travel training groups or Rising Tide and see if anybody's had success on Pinterest. I know I talked to one girl, I don't know if you guys saw, she made silver in a week and a half. And she texted me and she sent me some info, and I'll share it with you guys after I look at it. But she said she got 9 people from LinkedIn, but she also was spending $1,000 a month to get them. So
Holy hell.
yeah, it costs to advertise on LinkedIn. So she recommended International Craigslist because it's free, and Facebook. So
Hey, was it Jessica Bickett?
no, it was Kelly. No, what's her name? I just talked to her a little bit ago.
Because I know Jessica Bickett, she'll have like literally like 8, like sometimes 7 to 8 recruits.
Kathy Reed.
Who?
Kathy Reed.
Oh, I haven't even heard of her.
Her husband made silver in, I think she said like 6 or 9 months. And then she she's been on here for like 3 months, but she didn't start recruiting until a week and a half ago because she wanted to figure out how to do it right and stuff. And she made silver in a week and a half.
Good God.
So I'm like, that's why I asked her, I said, do you have specific videos I can watch or whatever? And she emailed me a lot. So I haven't even gotten to take a look at it because I was talking to her right before I jumped on here. But yeah, I mean, if you want to spend $1,000 a month on LinkedIn, I'm sure you'll kill it, but that's not, I don't have the money to spend on that.
Yeah.
I want to get there fast, but I don't have the money to gamble.
Exactly. Yeah, Jessica Bickett does well too. So
There's no space left in your fucking wallet, but yeah.
and I don't know how she does it, but like I said, she'll have 6 or 7 recruits at a time on each meeting. So
Matt is the same way. He's
yeah, Matt
constantly
does real well too.
I need to text him and ask him what he does. But she did recommend a video to watch. She's gonna ask, I don't even remember who it was, but she's gonna ask her if she records it. Because if not, it's like every week. So Emily Mercado videos.
Oh yeah, she's good.
She said she teaches it step by step. It's on Sunday evenings, and she's gonna ask if it's recorded. So, but I'll see what she sent me and get back to you guys. Also, Christy actually put something really cool that I'm gonna start using. She asked me what you say to people who comment, is there a fee? And what I usually say isn't quite as good. So basically it would say that I'll message them, or I mean you could post this in public too if you wanted. The only costs are insurance, the same way that you would insure yourself as a real estate agent, simply because you are booking travels for individuals and taking their money. The fee is minimal and can be covered completely the longer that you work for the company.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good one, because we've been saying that it's very similar to a real estate agency, but when people see the fees, they automatically think scam, and that's not the case, because with any business, you got to pay something to get something. And it's usually insurances, and insurances are usually very expensive. So
yeah, I usually tell them something like it's a host agency fee. It's a hosting fee basically, because if you've ever looked into becoming a travel agent like independently, you almost always have to go through a host agency, and host agencies are not cheap. Like normally monthly to be in a host agency, you're going to spend at least several $100s a month to be in a host agency. So I just tell them every travel agency is, you're going to have to pay something monthly as a hosting fee. So I've had a lot of people that were okay with that. As soon as I explained that to them, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. And I'm just like, okay. So
yeah, that one's pretty good. I really like hers just because I think a lot of people know already off the bat that insurance is expensive.
yeah, exactly.
So, or not necessarily that it's expensive, but that you have to have it to do that kind of business. Because they don't want to get slammed with like, having to pay out of pocket if they screw up a booking. So
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, that's a good one.
I'm gonna start using what Christy wrote. Thank you, Christy.
Yeah, thinking outside the box.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about. You taking bits and pieces from everybody and create kind of your own thing. I mean, even though Christy hasn't been in very long, I haven't been in that long either, but I'm taking stuff from her, and Angela's she's been asking me what I've been doing too, because I'm doing whatever I do.
Yeah, I think that's the whole idea of it, and that's what I like about it, is it's a team effort. It's like bouncing ideas off each other. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and some things work better than others. Sometimes it's just mixing and matching all those things together, to come up with, your best plan of attack, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you can use Charles and Nikki's, like, whatever it is they use, but I personally never had luck with it. I know other people have had a lot of luck with it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the groups that you post to that depends on, or just the time of day. Maybe you have different kinds of people. I'll have people asking me more questions depending on how I post, like what wording I use. They'll ask me more questions and be more skeptical about it.
Yeah, and you got to remember that they've been in this, this company for a long time. So, like, I mean, to give you an idea, Nikki has been in this company for 5 years, over 5 years. Think about that, like, if we get to silver in, I don't know, say 2 months or something, then, you like, she has to know. I mean, like, she's already been through everything for 5 years. So, I mean, everybody always thinks, man, like they're so high up, like, but you also got to remember she's been doing it for 5 years. So, like, if we were in for 5 years, I would hope that we're like as high as they are, by now, or even higher. So
yeah, and I think that what they use has probably been overdone too.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what Kathy Reed told me. She said, I don't use their stuff just because their scripts, because it's been overused. So
you see it every day. I mean, if you
yeah.
know, because you're in all those groups, like, you see it all day long, like people posted it, and it's, do you want to become a travel agent? Like, it's over and over and over again, and you always know, like, oh no, it's another person from Evolution, like they're advertising too. So so you have a lot of competition, and it's kind of hard because it does make it harder on you, because if people automatically are like, oh, this is a scam, isn't it? Like, automatically, like, and it's like, well, how do you know? You haven't even talked to me yet. Like, because there's been like 10 people on here that are like advertising that they're travel agents.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right. And usually when I post to a job, when I post to a job group, you big baby. When I post to a job group, I'll actually scroll down for about like 2 weeks worth of job postings, and I'll see like people asking, hey, is anybody hiring for work at home, or is anybody hiring? And I'll comment on theirs, and I'll do that exact script that I told you about. I am a travel specialist, and we get paid the highest commissions out of others. And I've had people contact me from that, and I've had people sign up for the meetings to that. So,
you mean you commented on their travel ad?
No.
Oh.
Somebody will post on the job ads, hey, who's hiring?
Oh, okay. And then
I'm looking for a work at home job.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah, I understand.
So I go down for probably about at least 2 or 3 weeks worth of posts, because usually it takes at least 2 weeks to get hired to a job. So
yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, there's been times it's cracking up laughing that, like, I was like going through, because I do the same thing, and I was going through, and then I like seen one where it says, hi, I'm looking for a job, blah blah blah. So I start going through the comments, because if somebody already said that, like, if they'd already advertised that they're a travel agent, then I'm not going to advertise, because there's no point if they've already did it. But then I see Samantha Sanders, and then I see yours still, and I'm like, okay, never mind. I can't use that because Samantha already did it. So, like, I'll find you in the group sometimes. I'll be cracking up laughing, like,
yeah,
that's
funny. I know. I'll get notifications. Angela posted in this group.
Yeah, we're in a lot of the same groups. I think it's kind of funny, but I'm always like, hey, that's good. If she gets somebody, then that's awesome. So
yeah, I usually try to look and see if another travel agent's posted. However, if it's like, ouch, if it's like a lot of people posting and people have commented on other people's above, you know what I'm talking about, in the comments above, at the top ones. If people are commenting on those and nobody comments on that person's, probably because of the way they worded it, I will write it.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, they're losing out on that opportunity because of the way they worded it.
Yeah.
And that's very rare. Usually somebody will say at least, oh, I'm interested in learning more or whatever. But Like, I think I've only had to do that. Like, I think I've only done that twice. So, but I usually look and see if anybody has commented on it from a work at home travel agency. But that way, I'm not piggybacking on them or anything. I want it to be fair for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the way I am. I mean, I don't want to, I don't try to step on anybody else's toes. That's not what I'm about. But
Right. So, okay. Daisy. Oh shoot. Daisy got kicked off because there's a storm, I guess, and I didn't realize that she was waiting. I hope you weren't waiting long, Daisy. Go, please.
yeah, she's back on now.
Yeah. Sorry, Daisy. I hope you weren't waiting long. But yeah. So I mean, I guess last chance for questions before we turn it off. Or is it pretty straightforward? Get in the room and watch your movie, please. Ooh, I got a 3-nager.
I'm just going to go ahead and announce, although it'll be announced again in the group, but I'm going to go ahead and do my training, guys. And you don't have to. I'll record mine too, but you don't have to go to mine if you don't want to, if you feel like what you heard is enough. But I will go over some things that, like, maybe that, like I said, are a little bit different than how Samantha's doing hers. And like I said, it may be beneficial, or you may want to stick with the way Samantha does it. But I'm going to go ahead and do that Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know where everybody's at, so I'm not sure when that will be for you. But that's when I'm going to do that one. That way, one of my ladies that's in Spain, she has a chance to try to get to it live. Well, she can because she's like 6-hour difference than us. So, yeah. So anyway, I was just throwing that out there. Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Well, if there's no other questions, then hopefully this was somewhat informative for you guys. It was really difficult to go between everybody and remember what I told you guys and just kind of just show you all at the same time. That's exactly what I did with the Calendly meeting too. It was too difficult to just explain it to you, and I was getting pulled 3 or 4 different directions, or 3 to 5 different directions, I guess. So
Daisy's already hustling. I'm seeing her. I'm seeing every time it pops up that Daisy's joined another work from home group. So there you go.
All right. Well, and Christy said that you got 5 messages today. Yeah.
Wow.
And Tia, she's signing her brother up. What was it, Friday?
The only reason my brother wants to sign up is because he's got 7 kids.
There you go. Did he watch Chris's meeting?
I was gonna say,
yeah. So
he's got 7 kids, so I can do it.
him and my niece were sitting there and they were watching Chris's, because my niece is thinking about when she turns 18 to join. She's 17 right now. And
cool.
They were cracking up, and he's like, I like it. He goes, on Friday when I get paid, he goes, I'll sign up. So I'm like, okay.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Chris and his wife they just got gold. Like, I think today they just hit gold finally. So there you go. You can do that with 7 kids. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got 3 little ones, as you can tell. I keep chasing and running back, chasing back into the room and feeding peanuts too.
I don't know how you people do it. I'm having a hard time with just the one and getting my trainings done. I always feel like I'm pawning Finley off on Matt or something.
Oh, well, he's still really little, so 2 months old is still really little. They're still too needy.
yeah.
When they start walking and trying to talk, you'll have your hands full still, but they're a little more self-sufficient.
Well, if I did my trainings in the middle of the night, I'd be fine.
Well,
Hey,
you can
sometimes
get
I do it.
Yeah, you can get people in other countries.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I do. I book a lot, and I actually have and there's somebody that actually just texted me too. Lots of people in Japan because I am in some of the military spouse groups up there because we're moving up there, and I have a lot of people in Japan wanting quotes and stuff. So
Yep,
book in other countries, then you can stay up all night.
that's what I'm saying. Wait till you have
Well,
teenagers.
my plan is to like do videos and stuff on places that I've already been to and like do the hot spots. The only thing is a lot of the places that I go in Crystal River aren't they're not through here. What do you need? Breadcrumbs? They don't actually like use any of the extra booking. You just book through their website. So I'm trying to get in touch with them about seeing how I would be able to book some things for them and still get commission. But I haven't gotten that far yet.
All right. Well, basically, quick recap. Use I use Canva for all my ads and all of my business designs. Join a bunch of groups. Think of out of the box ones to join within or without your, outside of your community. You can use scripts like Angela, or you can kind of wing it and or make your own scripts like me. Comment on everybody unless the travel agent's already commented on it. And yeah, then get them signed up for in your Calendly and send them to a meeting. So it's pretty simple. I mean, I don't even know if I've hit a month yet. I don't lose track of all that stuff, but I have 4 people. So you can do it. So, all right, guys. I got some people that are very impatient now. So, but I'll talk to you guys later. If you need any help, let me know. Or you can always ask Angela too if I don't get in contact with you, since you're all my recruits. So.
All right. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.